Hello friends, welcome to the MOOCs on Entrepreneurship Development. We are into the module number 4, the part 3 which is on the achievement motivation training. In this specific video, we shall be discussing about the sub analysis of the TAT, which is thematic apperception test. Now, in the first part of this video, we had analysis of the TAT, which was that in any story which contains either one or more than one of these 4 criteria on your screen is known as an AI story. Now, once we know that a story is an AI story, it has further got to be subscored, because you see, if there are many people who have the achievement motivation prevalent amongst them, the intensity can vary. So, how to see the intensity of achievement motivation in an individual, you have to do the subscoring for that. So, let me repeat again, only those stories which are AI stories will be further subscored. The first element in the sub scoring or the sub analysis is the need or the desire or the want. When a person wants to become something or wants to do something in his imagination, that means that need is there, the desire is there or the want is there. So, that is the very first element which should be prevalent in a person to become an achievement motivational person. Like for example, he wants to become a good doctor, that means there is a need or a desire or a want to become a good doctor. So, that need basically shows, that want basically shows, that desire something shows that the person wants to achieve something in his life. So, that is the first factor. So, if the need element is there, you will get +1 mark. The second is the activity. Now, when a person searches for the ways or tries or plans or thinks to do certain things in order to achieve his goals, so that is the activity portion. The activity could be either a physical or it could be a mental activity. If you are thinking something regarding the achievement, that is again a mental activity, because need is okay, but in order to fulfill the need you have to do some action. So, the activity has got to be there. Like for example, he is working hard to get to the top, or he is studying so that he can succeed at the examination, or he is planning, that means a mental activity, or he is planning as to how he can become the vice chancellor. So, in these examples either the physical activity or the mental activity is there, then you get again you get the +1 mark. The third sub element is the goal anticipation of success. That means, when a person expresses hope in achieving the stated objective or the goal. So, the person has got a goal and he thinks he can achieve that goal. So, this is a goal anticipation of success or goal anticipation positive. Like for example, he is confident that he would become a doctor, because you should get a feeling from the inside that yes, you can do it. In case you feel that you get that feeling, so you have a goal anticipation positive. So, if this element is there, you will get again a +1 mark. The next is the goal anticipation of failure. Now, sometimes you see you have a goal, you think you can achieve a goal, but there are many factors which may result in not achieving your goal. So, if you have that feeling that something can always happen which may prevent you in attaining a goal, that is known as the goal anticipation of the failure. So, when a person expresses some apprehension about achieving these stated goals, like for example, the prospect of examination made him nervous, he fears that he might not succeed. So, this negative goal anticipation is also required, because the person has got to be prepared for all the eventualities. So, if a person has got this goal anticipation negative or the goal anticipation of failure, again he will get the +1 mark. The next sub element is the personal blocks or the personal difficulties. That is, when a person thinks that his own personal shortcomings might come in his way of achieving his goal. So, if a person is aware of his personal shortcomings, that is again a very good sign, and he gets +1 mark for that. Like for example, due to a weak leg, he thinks that he might not be able to compete well in the race. So, in case you are aware of your personal shortcomings or personal blocks or difficulties, you will do something to overcome those blocks. So, again in this case of personal blocks or difficulties, will get a +1 mark. The sixth element is the worldly blocks or the difficulties. When the worldly or the environmental difficulties are likely to come in the way of achieving the stated goals. So, sometimes you see you are all competent, you are a very competent person, but sometimes in the environment there are certain problems which may prevent you achieving your goals. So, if you are aware of those worldly goals or worldly difficulties, again you will find a way to overcome those worldly blocks. Like for example, he wants to become a good doctor, but there is no good library where he can study. Now, this is a worldly block. So, if he is aware of that, he will find some way out, in case he wants to become a doctor, to overcome this specific problem. So, being aware of this worldly blocks is again a good sign, and the person again gets a +1 mark. The seventh sub element is the help. When someone in the story other than the main character is extending a helping hand to him in achieving the goal. Like for example, his teacher encouraged him continuously. So, getting help is again a very good sign, because you cannot do everything on your own. So, if a person is prone to taking help, if a person thinks that he can take the help and he can succeed, that is again a very good sign. So, if a person is taking the help in the story, or he is trying to listen to the other persons and trying to get some sort of a help, that is a very good sign, and again he gets a +1 mark. The next sub element is the happiness at success. We call it as a feelings positive. When a person expresses satisfaction or happiness on achieving the success, you see, you had a goal, you achieve your goal, you should be happy, because you are a human being, you are not like a saint, where it does not matter to you. So, for a human being it is very natural that you become very happy when you get your goal. Like for example, he became a very famous writer and he was very happy, he was very elated. So, again you get a +1 mark for that. Next is the disappointment at the failure. When a person expresses disappointment or dissatisfaction at not achieving the success, sometimes you wanted to achieve something, but you are not able to achieve that thing. So, in case you fail, let us say, you should be little disappointed, again because we are all human beings. So, if that element is there, again you get a +1 mark. Like for example, he could not become a good doctor, he was always unhappy on this issue. So, again getting a +1 for the feelings negative also. The 10th is a single theme of achievement. We call it as an achievement theme. That means, the story has a singular theme or a singular focus. So, when a story shows no goal other than those relating to the achieving success, so then the person is really focused on the goals. So, again he gets a +1 mark. Like for example, he wants to become a first rate artist, he has done continuous practice and work, and ultimately he succeeds in his ambition. He became a very famous in the country. So, that means his entire focus was on a singular theme, and he was after that specific goal only. So, that is known as a single theme of achievement or achievement theme. So, this is again you get a +1 mark. So, you get +10 marks, and we had this EI story which is being subscored. So, it has again +1 for the EI also. So, that means a complete EI story will get a +11 marks. So, 1 mark for all the elements. So, the maximum marks are +11. So, if a person is writing, let us say +11 or +10 or +9 stories continuously, at a very consistent rate, that means that person has got a very high need for the achievement, and he will definitely become something in his life. Now, the achievement language, I just wanted to tell you what is achievement language. You see on your screen we have the 4 quadrants basically. The first quadrant says unknown, incapable. Like regarding this achievement language, I told you this achievement language, all these elements basically. So, before that you were not aware of, and you were incapable. Now, the second is known and incapable. Now, I have told you there is something which is known as the achievement language, which contains all the 11 elements, but still you are incapable of exhibiting that achievement language. The third quadrant says known and capable. That means, if I tell you that you write a story which contains all these 11 points, and you can take half an hour, 1 hour, so intentionally you write a story which contains all the 11 points. So, you are capable knowingly, intentionally, but we want the fourth stage in which is known as the unknown capable. That means, this achievement language you get internalized in your this thing, and then from future onwards you exhibit that achievement language unknowingly or unconsciously or subconsciously. So, that is the fourth stage, which is unknown and capable. So, this is known as achievement language, and if a person internalizes this achievement language, when we talk of all those 11 points, then over a period of time the person can become a first rate achievement motivated person. So, I think that is all for this specific video. So, thank you so much. Thank you.